Hi dear friends and subscribers of Cricket Happenings, your host Ram here. Well, you might all be wondering, dear friends and subscribers, that why Ram is built like an astronaut. Well, as you know, I'm not keeping well, so that's the reason. But I mean, the enthusiasm again will be lacking. This will happen for probably another 3 days, where I won't be able to speak with that much enthusiasm. And let me tell you, the response has been, even though I have been doing this cricket show, and even after I was sick, I wanted to do this cricket show. I'm still getting response. People are joining me. I'm getting more and more subscribers, and how can I not do this cricket happening show, whatever the case may be. So thank you, dear friends and subscribers, whoever. I mean, so far you have already supported the show a lot, and not only that, from after what I did, I mean, from yesterday, I have also been seeing that many people are trying to give me more and more publicity. They are trying to say that they can help me out by getting me more and more publicity, which is, again, whoever is doing so, again, a big thanks to you too. And also thanks to one of the gentlemen who actually asking me whether I could be the cricket administrator of a Facebook page, of a cricket Facebook page. Well, I've already sent the person whosoever had sent me that personal message. Well, I don't want to take the name. Well, you yourself, I'm sure you will be following my cricket happening show. You'll be seeing this cricket broadcast. I've already sent you a reply. I should have got it, well, I really thank you for all. So that's the reason I'm telling that this cricket happening show is really making it more and more colorful, even though I'm indisposed, but I don't even have the slightest of hesitations to come and sit before this and speak about cricket, and that's what I'm precisely going to do. So today in this cricket happening show, what we are going to look at I'm going to do a preview of the second one-day international of the series between New Zealand and India. As you know, I was indisposed when India and New Zealand were contesting that first one-day international, where New Zealand lost that close match. Sorry, New Zealand won that close match by 24 runs. But at that time, and this match is going to be played at Seddon Partk in Hamilton. This is the second one-day international here in New Zealand, which is going to be played. For India are the ones who are under pressure, and for India, one thing that they really need to guard against is short deliveries. Now that is something which is going to come hard, thick and fast, and as Mitchell McClenaghan, who took 4 wickets, has already pointed out, saying that there's not going to be any respite for the Indians as far as short stuff is concerned. Even the New Zealand captain Brendan McCullum has already given marching instructions to his bowlers to really get the Indian batsmen with lots of pace and short deliveries. And we also saw that short deliveries really brought the downfall of India, and India, from a position where Virat Kohli and Dhoni could have taken India to victory, those vital wickets were claimed by Mitchell McClenaghan, and the Indian innings totally folded after that for 268, probably six wickets falling for an addition of just 34 runs. Now that is something India is going to guard against. Virat Kohli was the person who dealt the best as far as short deliveries is concerned. Now one interesting thing as far as Seddon Partk in Hamilton is concerned is Seddon Partk in Hamilton, it doesn't have the same thing as of Windy Napier, where the ball was the ball was doing something, but as far as Seddon Partk Hamilton is concerned, the ground is a bit small, and it's not going to be pretty easy to really bounce the ball, in the sense you wouldn't get much assistance with the ball. So looking at that, we probably are going to see a match which is going to be played on an equal level, and India in the past also has have done well at Seddon Park in Hamilton. And one thing that I would like to tell you, just keeping it on the pace of New Zealand, that Adam Min, who bowled, as you know, he was bowling at around 150 kilometers per hour, and one was looking forward to that. And as you know, he limped away after bowling 7-point-odd overs. He limped away with a sort of a muscle. But now the news that is coming in for New Zealand are definitely crippled by this, because for New Zealand the best weapon was pace against India, and that would be a big blow. That Adam Min has been considered unfit and is ruled out of the rest of the series because he has suffered an injury, and he is out of the rest of the series. Now that's what happens to fast bowlers. And Adam Min is young, so he definitely has time to follow. But well, he is not a player in this mix. So basically, he is out of the New Zealand cricket team for the rest of the series, and that is not good news for New Zealand. Now, as far as other things are concerned, well, Mitchell McLennan has said that this is the territory where the World Cup 2015 is going to be played. So that is something they would really love to give it to the Indians, love to give the short stuff to the Indians and see how they cope with it. Now for India, the things that they have to look after is the opening pair has to really put up a good partnership on the board, and that is pretty important. And as I said, this pitch is not going to have much in it for the bowlers. Probably it could also take some turn. If it takes some turn, because in the past history of Seddon Partk Hamilton, one has seen the ball has turned. So probably that has been the trend of late. And well, and also probably it has also rained for the past 2 days. So whether that would actually enable the quicks to do something, one does not know. One has to wait and watch. And if it is going to be overcast, then definitely the whosoever team which actually wins the toss would definitely put the opposition in. For India, as I said, how they tackle the pace bowling. Well, and as far as if Adam Min is not there in the team, Kyle Mills would take his place. So that is some sort of an all-round mix brought into the team now, and that is also something very important. Kyle Mills can also bat well, so they can bat deep down the order there. Only Mitchell McLennan can be considered a tail ender there. So New Zealand would bat deep if Kyle Mills gets into the team. Now for India, what are they going to do? How are they going to face the likes of the pace, and how are they going to deal with the short stuff? So according to me, that should be the mantra for India. The mantra for India should be how India actually copes up with the likes of the New Zealand pacers, and how they deal with the short stuff. So that is going to be something on test today when India take on New Zealand. And well, as I said, for India, the opening partnership has to click. That's very vital because that is the one on which the foundation is laid. And then Virat Kohli, well, we already seen on his first entry into New Zealand soil to get a century like that, and finish on the losing side, unfortunately. But to come for the first time on New Zealand soil and crack a century, that was something which was too good according to me. And India definitely should have won. Just because Virat Kohli on his first entry into New Zealand soil made a century. Now Suresh Raina has been always tested by short ones by all the pace bowlers all across the world, by various opposition. Now that is something that Suresh Raina needs to get over. And then Mahendra Singh Dhoni Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Ajinkya Rahane, Ravindra Jadeja, all have to. And the bowling, Mohammad Shami bowled well. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was a picture of economy, but Ishan Sharma Ishan Sharma was the one who was the weakling. Well, dear friends and subscribers, please bear with me. Maybe I'm coughing, but as you know, I'm not really keeping well, but just for you, dear friends and subscribers, I come out because the response has been absolutely overwhelming. That's the reason I just take this 15-20 minutes to just talk to you about cricket, and hope you will all understand and bear with me on this. So, actually, Ishan Sharma was absolutely off color. I was taken to the cleaners, so one would be wanting that Ishan Sharma really strikes well and also hits his straps pretty quickly. Now let's look at the New Zealand team. Looking at the New Zealand team, the batting, Martin Guptill, Jesse Ryder, both of them were pretty tentative in the first match, so they would also do something. I mean, they would also like to see that they get one good opening partnership going. Kane Williamson and Ross Taylor were the ones who actually stabilized the innings, so they are in some pretty good nick. Brendan McCullum, captain, also had a good hand the other day. Corey Anderson was the man of the match, as you know. He smashed that 68 runs and he took the man of the match award. Luke Ronchi of late has really become a very good late hitter down the order, and that is something which augurs very well for New Zealand with the T20 World Cup coming up. And then we have the bowling. Well, the bowling, Mitchell McMahon, we have already spoken of bowling, so there's nothing to really speak about. But all in all, we look forward to a very good second day one-day international match, which is coming up at Seddon Partk in Hamilton. And the only the best thing that could happen, or India are the ones who are under full of pressure, and they would like to see to it that they actually square the series, in the sense they actually level the series pretty quickly at Seddon Partk in Hamilton. Whether they do it or not, that is left to question, and New Zealand will see to it that they continue the winning lead in the series, and so that's a good challenge between both the teams, which is coming up at Seddon Partk in Hamilton. It starts at local time 2 o'clock there, so it's a day-night encounter starting at Seddon Partk in Hamilton. Now, as you know, I am broadcasting from Canada, so I definitely would like to talk about Canada. Now, here what we are talking about is the ICC Cricket World Cup qualifier, which is being played. This is being played in New Zealand. So we are still in New Zealand, but as you know, the ICC World Cup qualifier is being played, where two spots are going to be decided to take part in the 2015 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. So the news which is coming up is, after a long time, one thing is that Canada have kept their hopes alive to get into the Super 6 by getting a win against Nepal. Now, Nepal, very unfortunately, in this particular tournament, have not done well at all. In fact, they have gone to their 4th consecutive defeat. And yesterday, they were defeated by 12 runs by Canada. For Canada, Nitish Kumar made 67. Razur Rahman looked pretty impressive with his batting, and he struck. He hit 9 fours in making 89 runs of just 87 balls, and that's what enabled Canada to look at a score of 255 for 9. Even though they were struggling once upon a time at 54 for 3 in the 9th over, but this partnership, which had 84 runs for the 4th wicket, really set it up. And then the wicketkeeper batsman Hamza Tariq came in and scored a quick fire 34 to really settle matters. In fact, this was basically this was a match which was actually shortened by rain, so they could only play, I think it was only 35 overs could be played. No, well, there was 41 overs. It was a 41 overs side game. And as far as Nepal, well, Nepal really, as I said, they suffered. This was a 12-run defeat for them. and this match was played at Christchurch and they lost the match. So Canada keeping their hopes alive, and one team which has already made it to the Super 6 yesterday was Namibia. Namibia got onto a 100-run win over Uganda. That was at the Bay Oval, where it was Louis Klazinga, the seam bowler from Namibia, taking 4 wickets for 27 runs and bowling up Uganda for 162. And as far as Namibia were concerned, well, Namibia did very well. In fact, Uganda bowlers were the ones. They restricted Namibia to 161 for 9 after the match had been reduced to 36 overs. Well, unfortunately, due to my throat issues, I unfortunately would like to end the cricket show because I'm having some irritation on my throat. Well, dear fans and subscribers, again, keep an eye the second one-day international between India and New Zealand, Seddon Partk Hamilton. I know this cricket show was a bit not so palatable just because of my health, and as I said, it's only due to you, dear friends and subscribers, that I came out and wanted to do this cricket show despite my ill health. Because your support, your encouragement, your suggestions, I mean everything, whatever, you have been so appreciative, and you know, it only motivates a person to do more and more. If you know, if somebody even likes your work, even if you're sick, and they still like my work, and that is something I'm really happy about. Anyway, with a big thanks to all my dear friends and subscribers. Unfortunately, with some throat issues here, I'm ending up my cricket show. Hopefully I'll be up tomorrow to bring you the second one-day international match report between India and New Zealand, which is being played at Seddon Partk Hamilton. Till such time, it's goodbye. Thank you.